On April 22, 2023, what began as a joyful family outing turned into a devastating tragedy for 49-year-old Carl O'Keefe. While visiting the Cong Adventure Center in Keswick, Cumbria, with his children, Carl decided to explore the center's indoor fiberglass cave system. The attraction, marketed as suitable for both adults and children, features narrow passages and tight spaces designed to simulate real caving. Carl, however, found himself in a precarious situation when he became trapped in one of the passages. His children, realizing he was stuck, alerted the staff, initiating a series of frantic rescue efforts. The race against time underscored the gravity of the situation, as Carl remained lodged for hours. Despite the best efforts of professionals and bystanders, the event concluded tragically. This incident highlights the unpredictable dangers of recreational activities, even in controlled environments, and set the stage for a larger safety discussion. Carl O'Keefe was not an ordinary adventure seeker. A father of 3 from Lancaster, England, Carl was well-versed in climbing and caving, making the incident at Cong Adventure Center all the more shocking. His family described him as a devoted father and a passionate advocate for the neurodiverse community. Carl encouraged individuals to embrace life's adjustments and live with them positively. Known for his photophobia, he often wore trademark dark glasses, a subtle but unique identifier of his personality. Carl's academic pursuits further underscored his brilliance. He was preparing to start a PhD in astrophysics, reflecting his intellectual depth. His sister spoke fondly of him as a compassionate, intelligent individual who made a profound impact on those around him. The juxtaposition of his skill, intelligence, and untimely death left a deep void in the hearts of his loved ones and the wider community. The Cong Adventure Center, located in Keswick, Cumbria, is a popular destination for families and thrill seekers. Nestled within the scenic Lake District National Park, it offers a variety of activities catering to all ages and skill levels, including climbing walls, play areas, and outdoor adventures. Among its attractions is the fiberglass indoor cave system, a man-made structure designed to mimic real caving. This network of narrow tunnels and tight turns spans approximately 70 meters and is promoted as a family-friendly activity. However, the cave system has been criticized for being too small and potentially unsafe for adults. Visitors navigate the caves through twists and turns, with only one exit point available. While marketed as fun and adventurous, these features have raised safety concerns. Reviews prior to Carl O'Keefe's tragedy warned of the potential for accidents, foreshadowing the events that would later unfold. Carl's tragic entrapment in the indoor cave system occurred during what was meant to be a celebratory outing with his family. As Carl and his children navigated the fiberglass tunnels, he encountered significant difficulty maneuvering through the tight spaces. Reports suggest Carl became stuck while attempting to turn around in one of the passages. His children quickly sought help from the adults, who notified staff of the dire situation. Initial attempts to free him manually, using ropes and physical force, were unsuccessful. The seriousness of Carl's predicament became apparent, prompting staff to call emergency services. What followed was an urgent and complex rescue operation involving multiple teams. The accident, which left Carl fully wedged in the tunnel, highlighted the inherent risks of the activity. It also revealed how quickly a seemingly innocuous family activity could escalate into a life-threatening emergency. The rescue operation to free Carl O'Keefe was extensive, involving over 50 individuals from various emergency services. Upon realizing manual extraction was impossible, staff contacted the police, fire services, and specialized rescue teams. Teams from Keswick Mountain Rescue, the Cumbria Mines Rescue Unit, and the Hazardous Area Response Team worked tirelessly to dismantle the fiberglass structure enclosing Carl. Cutting through the cave walls required precision to avoid exacerbating Carl's injuries. Despite their best efforts, Carl remained trapped for over 4 hours, his static position causing severe discomfort and breathing difficulties. The situation grew increasingly critical as Carl became unresponsive. Ultimately, the teams successfully extracted him, but the prolonged ordeal had taken its toll. The operation underscored the complexity and urgency of cave rescues, as well as the challenges posed by artificial environments that mimic natural hazards. Carl O'Keefe's ordeal concluded tragically 10 days after the accident. Despite being transported to a hospital in critical condition, The crush injuries he sustained proved too severe for recovery. His family stayed by his side, ensuring he passed away, surrounded by loved ones. The medical team explained that his injuries were incompatible with survival, leading to his eventual death. The tragedy left his family and community devastated. Carl's sister issued a heartfelt statement, describing him as her best friend and expressing the profound loss felt by their family. The incident also drew attention to the dangers of poorly regulated recreational activities. Carl's death serves as a somber reminder of the unpredictability of such attractions and the irreversible consequences they can have. His story sparked broader conversations about safety standards and the responsibility of adventure facilities to protect their visitors. Concerns about the safety of Kong Adventure Center's cave system predated Carl O'Keefe's accident. Several visitors had reported the tunnels as too small and potentially hazardous for adults. Reviews highlighted incidents where participants experienced panic or became temporarily stuck due to the confined spaces. One notable complaint from 2017 described a 5'10" man getting stuck, with no staff supervision present. The review criticized the lack of oversight and described how the experience caused significant distress for both the man and his daughter. Despite these warnings, no significant changes were made to the cave system. The recurring criticisms point to a failure to address clear safety risks. Carl's death brought these warnings into sharper focus, raising questions about the adequacy of risk assessments and whether the tragedy could have been prevented if earlier concerns had been taken seriously. Following Carl's death, the incident prompted an investigation into the safety protocols at Kong Adventure Center. Authorities, including the regulating body, announced an inquiry to determine what went wrong. However, as of now, the inquest has not been made public, leaving many unanswered questions. While the center initially responded to criticisms, it did not impose restrictions on the cave system after Carl's death. The silence surrounding the case has frustrated those seeking accountability and transparency. Despite the passage of time, the case surrounding Carl O'Keefe's death remains unresolved. The investigation into the incident continues, with no public release of findings. This lack of closure has left many questioning the efficacy of safety regulations and oversight at adventure facilities. The Kong Adventure Center has faced scrutiny for failing to address prior complaints and warnings, yet no significant policy changes have been announced. Carl's tragic story has fueled debates about the responsibilities of businesses to anticipate and mitigate risks, particularly in activities marketed to families. The absence of clarity about how Carl became trapped has only deepened the frustration of those seeking answers. Until the inquest is completed and its findings shared, the incident remains a somber, cautionary tale, underscoring the need for heightened safety awareness and accountability in the adventure tourism industry. Carl O'Keefe's story is a heartbreaking reminder of the importance of safety in recreational activities. Let this tragedy spark conversations about accountability to prevent future incidents. Share your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching.